What's up guys, welcome back to another video. Today we are going to be doing a what I eat in a day because I feel like it has been a pretty long time since I've done one of these, and since I share a lot of the food that I eat on Instagram, I get a lot of questions on like what I eat for breakfast every day and stuff because it usually is the same thing. So I figured I would just make a new video and show you guys kind of like what I'm into right now and all of that. But if you're watching this on the day that it came out, I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving. Today is Black Friday, and if you've been following me for a while, you know that every Black Friday we do 50% off all of my ebooks, so they're super cheap. This is the only time of year that we do it. If you guys have ever wanted to get any of my books, the time is now because this is the biggest discount that you're gonna get. So you can get my best-selling weight loss guide, Lean and Clean, for I think it's like $14, and then my 3 other books, my sauce recipe book that has 55 vegan sauce recipes in it is like $5. My first book, Real Food Real Simple, has over 100 whole foods plant-based recipes. That is like $8 or $9, and then our Instant Pot book is also $8 or $9, or I think you can get all of them for like 30 bucks. So it's a really good deal, and the sale will run until Tuesday, I think. So just make sure that you guys get the books if you want them. It's only on the ebooks. We don't really have control over the Amazon stuff just because like the actual amount of money that we make off of it is like nothing. So we can't do like 50% off the Amazon books or the hardcover books. But if you've wanted my ebooks, or if any of your family or anyone is going plant-based or wants to lose weight or get healthy or anything like that, it's also a really good gift. But I will stop rambling and let's go make some breakfast because I am really hungry. Alright, so for breakfast, I'm gonna make what I typically make pretty much every single morning, and that's just like this veggie mix with potatoes added in, and then I'll show you like how I season it and stuff. Alright, so here I have some veggies that I'm gonna use. I have half an onion. I'm not gonna use all this bell pepper, I'll probably use a little bit of each. I'm gonna use this entire zucchini and then both of these potatoes, and then I'm just gonna chop up probably the rest of these mushrooms, and I'm just going to toss all of this into a bowl. So I'm just gonna chop these up really quick, and then I'll show you what I do next. Alright, so now that I have all my veggies in here, what I like to do is I just add a little bit of tamari. And this just helps get the seasoning to kind of stick to it. And then I add a little bit of garlic powder. And I really like to add a little bit of nutritional yeast onto here as well. And then I basically just take like a plate or something and toss this. And that just helps everything get nice and evenly coated. And then I just add in my chopped potatoes. Sometimes I'll do a little bit more nutritional yeast. And then I just kind of toss it one more time. Alright, so now all I'm gonna do is put this in my air fryer for 20 minutes on 400 degrees, and then I'll show you guys what it looks like. Alright, so here is what my breakfast looks like. I just like to get it a little bit browned, but I don't let it cook for too long just because I don't like it to be super dehydrated. And then I always like to add a little bit of this Siete hot sauce on here. It does have a tiny bit of oil in it, but the stuff is so good. If you've ever tried it, it's like I put this stuff on just about everything. And I'm pretty sure this bottle is like gone, so I'm gonna have to buy more. Just put a little bit of that on there. And yeah, this is really filling. This is about 3 pounds of food, so this will keep me full for at least 3 or 4 hours. Alright, so for lunch today, I actually have a bunch of stuff that I just like need to get rid of. So I'm gonna have cucumber sushi because I have like half a cucumber and a quarter of an avocado and a big bag of broccoli that I need to finish up. So I'm gonna make cucumber avocado sushi roll, and then I'm gonna steam up the rest of the broccoli that I have. And it's not very exciting, but a lot of times like my food is just planned around what do I have left in the house, like what needs to be used up before I can like make something new. Alright, so I wanted to show you guys my favorite little snack. I usually have this as a dessert after dinner, but I basically just chop up a bunch of different berries. I call this like fruit cereal. So I have some blackberries, I have leftover strawberries in there as well, blueberries, and then strawberries, and then I just put a little bit of soy milk in there and put some granola on top, and it is so good. It's like my favorite thing, and it's a very filling. If you have like any type of sweet tooth, like this is so good. Okay, so for dinner tonight, I'm actually gonna make some tofu ricotta lasagna, and I don't think I've ever made this on my channel before. So here is what we need. What I have here is half of a red onion, and then I just have 4 garlic cloves, and we're gonna blend all this stuff so you don't need to like chop everything up really finely or anything. And then I also like to just add a zucchini into here to make it more filling, so I'm just gonna add this in here. And again, it doesn't need to be like super chopped up. I just washed this. Alright, then we need a block of extra firm tofu. I just pressed this for a few hours in my Tofu Express just to get as much water out of it as we can. So now I'm just gonna add in about a teaspoon of salt, probably about a tablespoon of garlic powder, and then I'm gonna add in a 1/4 cup of nutritional yeast. So I'm just gonna blend this up really quick, and then we're gonna add a bunch of spinach into here. All right, so I just blended this up a bit. It doesn't have to be perfect because we're gonna add in a bunch of spinach. So I usually add about 3 cups of spinach into here, and I just do this because nutrients, you know? So if you don't like spinach, you can totally leave this part out. All right, I'm just gonna blend this up super quick, and then I'll show you guys the rest of the process. It's actually a really easy recipe to make. It's just that it takes a while. All right, so our spinach tofu ricotta is done, and this is basically what it should look like. It doesn't look very delicious, but you'll just want to taste it and see if it like needs any more salt or any more seasoning. And then to assemble this, I just got this oven ready lasagna noodles from Walmart, so I'm just gonna use these. And then whenever I don't make my own marinara, this is my favorite marinara to use. It's really thick, it's not like watery or anything like that, and it has really good flavor. It's oil-free. It's just tomatoes, vegetables, salt, and basil, and it's, yeah, fat-free, 25 calories per half cup. So whenever I make pizza or pasta and I'm just way too lazy to make my own marinara, I just use this. And I just found this at Whole Foods, and every time I go there, I just buy like a bunch of them. So assembling this is super simple. All we're gonna do is just take our noodles, which they usually don't fit in these pans, so I like to break them in half and then lay them over themselves like that. And any like extra noodles that come like that, just throw it back in here and you'll just have extra noodle. So in every layer of noodle, we're gonna add in some of our ricotta. And the key with these no-bake noodles is that you don't really have to worry about the ricotta stuff, but you wanna make sure that you get sauce on each layer because the sauce is what is actually gonna cook the noodles. So put our sauce in there and just spread it out and make sure that it's completely covering the noodles. Then we're basically just gonna repeat this process until all of our noodles and all of our ricotta is gone. And I always forget when I make this that I actually need to use 3 noodles per layer, so this one might be a little lopsided, but I forgot to put 3 noodles on the base layer, so we'll see how it works out. So I have 4 noodles left on the top because I forgot to do the base layer correctly. So I'm just gonna throw all these on here. I really gotta push it down. And then we're just gonna cover this with the rest of our sauce. And then I'm just gonna cover this with tin foil. And I'm gonna bake this in my little mini convection oven on 350 degrees for 45 minutes. And then the last 15, I'm gonna take the tin foil off and just kind of let it all cook. All right, so now that this is done, we wanna let this sit for about 30 minutes, but I like to add a little bit of the Kelly's Croutons Parm on here. And you could add this on and then take the foil off and bake it again. But I just like to add it on there to make it pretty. But I'm gonna let this sit for about half an hour and then we will eat. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video and just got maybe some neat little tips on how to, you know, eat healthier or make really simple meals. I like to just eat very simple. It is really like the key to everything. And eating the 50-50 plate is also something that I just try to do at every single meal because it's truly the way for me to like maintain my weight and not have to worry about calories or if I'm eating too much or anything like that. So I highly recommend you guys eat as many vegetables as you can and as many fruits as you can and just find any way to enjoy your food and keep it very simple. But thank you guys so much for watching and I will see you on the next video.